Coming up on today's show, we're going to check out a CBS Sports article that links your New England Patriots to 2 wide receivers. But first, we are very close to reaching a huge milestone at YouTube, the 1,000 mark for subscribers. So if you have not subscribed, be a part of the 58 that I know will today and help us reach that 1K milestone. What's going on, Patriots fans? Hope you guys are having a good start to the weekend. We're going to talk about a new CBS trade article that had a whole bunch of players that might get moved leading up to the draft or even during the draft, and some logical fits for them. And there's nothing better than hopping in these trade articles, command effing your team, and seeing that they are mentioned. So let's get started with receiver number 1. That is LA Rams wideout Allen Robinson. Former Penn State Nittany Lion who went to Jacksonville, then Chicago, and most recently the City of Angels. He was picked as a landing spot for the New England Patriots. He has not gone over 1,000 yards the last 2 seasons. He has not been that once underrated wide receiver in Chicago who had no quarterback to work with for a little bit of time now. Now, his base salary this upcoming season is $10 million. So if a team were to trade for him, that's what they would have to pay. He's got 1 more year on his contract after that, so 2 years altogether. Now, Robinson over the last 4 seasons has not been very productive, specifically the last 2, right? Combined 2021 and 2022, 22 games, and we don't even get close really to 1,000 yards and a total of just 4 touchdowns. Now, in 2020, he had 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns, right? Go back to his time with the Chicago Bears where he was constantly in quarterback hell and never had anything to work with, but still put up phenomenal numbers. So, if you're able to find that Allen Robinson, well, I think Mac Jones would love to work with that guy. The issue is we haven't seen him in quite some time. Now, Cody Benjamin is the guy who wrote about this for CBS Sports. Here's what he said. Now, the Rams, who are in full-fledged purge mode, would probably take anything to unload his deal. Due to $18 million in each of the next 2 years, Robinson still has value as a low-end number 2/3, provided LA eats a chunk of what he's owed. So now I want everyone watching to be Bill Belichick, be the GM, the, head coach and all. Would you trade for Allen Robinson? Y for yes or N for no? Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section below. My take is he's an expensive, older wide receiver who missed time last year coming off an injury. Those 3 factors right there don't really make me very excited to trade for a guy who you got to pay $10 million to in 2023. If you can get him for next to nothing, sure, he's definitely an upgrade than what New England has right now, and maybe he can recapture what he did from 2018 to 2020 with the Bears. Outside of that, I'll probably pass. Now, the next receiver is a different Bronco wideout we have talked about on the show. It is Courtland Sutton, a former second-round pick out of SMU, who with Denver had a really strong start to his career. Unfortunately, tore his ACL a few seasons back and has not quite been the same ever since. Now, he has been the center of NFL trade rumors all off-season long. His new head coach, Sean Payton, was speaking at the NFL owners meeting, and they asked him, hey, you guys going to trade Sutton or Jeudy? And he's like, absolutely not. Sort of, wink, wink, we're still taking calls. So to me, it sounds like the door is closed, but it's not shut. Now, his base salary in 2023 is $14 million. So he's got an extra year on his contract compared to Allen Robinson. So a bit more expensive, but a bit younger as well. Sutton over the last 4 seasons, he's been more productive than Robinson over the last 2 specifically, but just 4 touchdowns since 2020. He got a nice contract extension in the midst of the 2021 season, and since that contract extension, he has sort of, I shouldn't say it's checked out, but not lived up to the payday he received. Let's check out what Cody Benjamin said on Sutton. Sutton's fellow wideout Jerry Jeudy has been a more frequent subject of trade rumors, but we're inclined to think Sean Payton is okay being patient with the former first-rounder, who's just 23 and can easily be retained through 2024. Sutton, on the other hand, is a more proven commodity, but due $17+ million in each of the next 3 seasons. Same answer as Allen Robinson. An older-ish, not quite as old, but middle of his career. Expensive-ish, coming off an injury, somewhat recently receiver. Yeah, I'm not really going to, pop champagne about the idea of trading for either player. But if you had to pick one, who would it be? Courtland Sutton or Allen Robinson? Just give me the initials down below in the comment section. While you're doing so, I'm going to bring on producer Nick Roloff, or Rolly as we like to call him here at Chat Sports. He's a Patriots guy. He's a clam chowder guy. Go Sox. Rolly, if you had to pick one, who would it be? Or is it door number 3 for no thanks altogether?
I'm going door number 3.
Yeah, I thought so.
Because if we're trading for a wide receiver, it's DeAndre Hopkins or Jeudy, and that's it. I'm not trading for one of these old bums. I'm off.
Okay, so it's funny you bring up D-Hop because we'll end with this here. I saw an interesting little nugget from an ESPN article that the holdup with DeAndre Hopkins is this guy named Bill O'Brien. Apparently, D-Hop and Bill O'Brien don't get along. I don't know what could have happened there that made DeAndre Hopkins not like his old head coach. So, something to keep an eye on.
Don't believe that fake news out there. The only reason why the trade for DeAndre Hopkins is not done yet is because the Cardinals are being stiffs and asking for a first or second round pick.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. My pick to wrap up the show, I guess I'll go Courtland Sutton because he's younger. And if he can get back to what he did not too long ago, I mean, his peak versus Allen Robinson's peak, I'm taking Allen Robinson, but I think Robinson is closer to the end of his career than Courtland Sutton is, so maybe a change of scenery could help out the former second-round pick out of SMU. So that's what I'll go with. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so.